Today we're going to use bands. We're going to do 2 supersets of exercises, a little bit more core than we did yesterday. If you don't have bands, I can show some alternate exercises while Adair does all the hard work with bands. Let's see who else we got. Patrick's on. Good morning, Patrick. Today's going to be a little bit more strength focused as opposed to yesterday's, which was a little bit more endurance or cardio. I'm still sore from yesterday. Low back's feeling a little bit tight, but we'll make sure we warm that up. Gabriella, good morning. All right, let's get started here. We're gonna do 2 things for our warm-up. One is gonna be plank, step forward, rotate out towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna do like an elbow drop. We're gonna do 3 reaches towards the ceiling, 3 elbow drops, step the leg back, switch to the other side. So come back into our plank. I'm gonna step my right foot forward first, rotate up towards the ceiling, drop that right elbow down by the foot. Rotate back up, drop back down. We're trying to get a stretch in the right hip. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. All right, that was 3. Step back. Left foot comes forward. Rotate up. Drop that elbow down. 2, 3. We'll do 1 more each side. Rotate. Elbow drop. Try to keep that back leg straight. Keep your hips as low as they can be throughout the entire motion. 1 more to the left. All right, and then we're gonna go into glute bridges. We're going to do 12 reps. Focus on that nice squeeze at the top of your glute bridge. Drive your weight through your heels. Try not to let the knees cave in when you're coming up, when you're coming down.
4. How many? 5.
Adair with the count. 12 to 15.
6. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Let's stop at 12.
12.
And then we're going to go through that 1 more round. So we're going to do our plank step, rotate and elbow drop, shoulders away from the ears, step forward.
3. 3.
1 more to the right.
2. 3.
Last to the left.
1.
Slide to the right. Slide.
2. 3.
All right, let's go to 12 glute bridges. Feet about hip distance apart. Again, driving that weight through the heel. Really squeeze the glutes at the top.
5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11.
Last one.
12.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is a front squat. It's 3 exercises. Front squat, side plank with reach through. If the reach through is too tough, we can just do a normal side plank or do it from the knees. And then it's a seated face pull. The front squat and the face pull are using bands. If you need alternate exercises, I'll give them to you. So, ideally you have a loop, or you have a band that can stretch enough. So I'll give Adair the loop. So, loop, step in, squat position, feet about shoulder distance apart, toes can track out slightly. You're gonna pull the band back, pinkies forward, sit back in your squat, come up. Try this one, Adair, it'll be more challenging. If you have just a single band and it's too much to get here and here and it feels like too much pressure, what I want you to do is just take the band, grab it nice and close, pull it apart, drop the shoulders away from the ears, and come back into your squat. So you want to create tension in the shoulders by pulling apart, but see if you can stand wide on it. I'm going to grab the heavier band.
I see no band.
See how, and if you have no band, just hands by the shoulders. And we're going for 8 reps. So really control the rep. Sit down nice and low. Now you're just going to keep it in front. Elbows in front of there. Try not to let.
2.
There you go.
3.
Ooh, that's pulling me back.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
Side plank and reach through. It's going to be 10 aside. Really control it when we're reaching through underneath the arm. Focus on turning the chest down, squaring off the chest and hips towards the floor. If you can't stack your feet for balance, top foot comes forward. I'm gonna start on my right elbow. Elbow is under the shoulder or air on the side. I'm closer to the hips. I'm gonna try stacking my feet. 1.
How many?
10.
2.
2. You should feel this in your core, obliques,
4.
or maybe the shoulders too. Don't let the hips drop.
6.
Oh.
7. 8. 9. 10.
Switch sides. That one got tough towards the end.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
All right, so Dare grab the orange band. I'm gonna grab a black band. We did this last week, but it is a face pull. So you're gonna sit nice and tall. I want you to pull elbows high, shoulder height, and then hands out wide, like you're trying to pull the band apart. If you're doing just a single straight band, do the same thing. Grab it so it's thumbs up, and you're pulling to here. If you only have dumbbells, what we're gonna do is you're gonna do a bent over fly. So we're gonna hinge hips back, knees forward, shoulders away from the ears. Slight bend to the elbows. You're gonna control the weight out to the sides. If I stood up, it would look like this. Slight bend to those elbows. Try not to stand up during that exercise if you're doing the bent over row.
Wait, with these we're just going like this?
Elbows up a little higher there. There you go. And we're going for 12.
1, 2.
That's easy. Grab a little bit more band.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Shoulders should be screaming. A lot of core, a lot of shoulders today. So, we're gonna go back to front squat, those 3 exercises. We got one more round of this, then we're gonna switch to our second round for 3 rounds. So take a moment, if you need it, get set up. Again, feet, shoulder, distance apart, maybe slightly wider. Nice and tight core. I might put a video out of what I call my Hasselhoff training. Try to keep those elbows forward the whole time. So when we come down, they stay out in front of us, vertical forearm. I don't want them dropping in like that. So you come off my outer arm. All right, let's do it. Enough rest, enough talk. 1. You don't have to press it there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And 8. That's done. Just got an extra one. Side plank reach throughs. 2 rounds. Go easy, just woke up. Nice, Patrick. Hopefully you're awake by now. Let's start on the left side. Left forearm. Stack your feet. 10 reps. Turn those hips over. Push those hips out when the arm comes up.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Switch sides. Good work.
1,
Shoulders away from the ears. Turn that chest and the hips over
3,
as you reach
4,
past your back. If you're on the mat,
5,
reach towards that back side of the mat.
6, 7, 8,
2 more.
9, 10.
All right. So we're doing our face pulls. We're bent over dumbbell flies or weighted flies. If you're going to grab cans of soup in our pandemic end of the world situation, it's not that bad. We just gotta stay home. So it's high pull.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
2 more.
11, 12. Woo.
All right. So second superset. 3 rounds. We're gonna go hammer curls with the band, or if you have weights, kettlebells, whatever it may be. Thumbs up the whole time. Hollow body holds, my wife's favorite. As long as you can go for 60 seconds. This one we're gonna do the knuckles down. Then it is 10 ipsilateral, just means, or no, contralateral. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Superman face down. It's a shoulder and back workout. And then the last thing is gonna be a forward jump and then a squat walk back. So get the heart rate up a little bit. Everything's 10 reps unless it's timed. So grab weights that are gonna be challenging for 10 reps or a band that you're gonna find challenging for 10 reps. So hammer curl, thumbs up. Think big chest, elbows down by the side, shoulders down the back. Keep those elbows nice and tight to the body, and let's go for 10. Really squeeze
2,
those biceps at the top.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Don't shrug or anything.
9, 10.
So now we do our hollow body hold. All right, so again, I'm gonna do it from the side real quick. Hollow body. You're gonna point the toes. Most important part, mid-back pressed into the floor. I'm gonna squeeze the glutes, lock out the knees, point the toes, and then you're gonna make a fist, punch them down like you're gonna reach for your heels towards your toes, cores engaged, tuck the chin, and we're holding as long as we can for 1 minute. So, grab my watch. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. If you need to come out of it, come out of it. When you're ready to come back into it, come back into it. 5 seconds. Breathe the whole time. 3, 2, and 1. Expect some shaking if you're creating a lot of tension in the body. I want it to be active. Don't just hang out. How are you holding up it there?
Good.
Flex your pecs.
Very hard to keep my lower back on the ground.
Push that mid back into the floor. Round it, round it, round it. Adair's pretty good. Handstand right now?
Yeah.
Forearm stand. 20 left.
My forearm, my handstand.
She's got to work on this hollow body. It's going to keep her stronger. Less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Alright, abs on fire. What did I say was next? Ipso Superman. So, it's going to be this. I'm going to come across the dare, but excuse me. We're laying down on our back. It's going to be the opposite of that Superman, the hollow body hold. We're going to pick up, squeeze the glute of the side of the leg that's coming up, and the arm comes up the other side. So you should feel it kind of glute, maybe low back, and then shoulder side of the arm that's coming up. Let's just do one side at a time for 10, other side for 10. Nice and controlled, feel that squeeze, come out of it. Rest in between reps. It's not a race. Feel each one, feel each contraction. It's gonna be good for when we're spending all this time inside. So I'm doing left arm, right leg for 10. 1,
2.
2. And try to keep, don't really push into the ground with the opposite arm. Squeeze the glutes. Lock out that knee. Should be your back, your glutes, your quads. Pulling everything off the ground.
10.
Opposite side.
1, 2.
Hand toe should maybe be 6 inches off the ground.
4.
Give me like a 1 Mississippi count every time you come up.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, so. All right, next one. It's a jump, forward jump, followed by a reverse squat walk. So what it would look like is feet about hip, shoulder distance apart. We're gonna whip our hands back, jump forward, and a partial squat. Nice and soft landing. When you land, we're gonna stay low, hips low, walk back. If you can't jump for any reason, physically not able to, neighbor's gonna murder us at 7:45. What we're gonna do is come to the front of your mat. You're doing a squat, reverse lunge, and you'll just do 10 of those. So it's squat, lunge, counts as 1 rep. Otherwise, we're jumping, soft landing for 10. Stay nice and low. Get to the back of your mat. Stand up. Swing those hands back. Launch forward. Our video is going to be shaky. What is this, 3?
Yeah.
Woo. Is it 4?
Yeah, 4.
There we go. Land a little bit on my toes. Ideally, you're kind of like flat-footed.
6.
Stand up tall. Swing those hands back.
7.
Woo.
8.
I should have done less of these. Woo.
Yeah, they're good.
Last time.
9.
Oh. On my toes. Sliding on this towel. Stay low. I'm standing up. I'm getting tired.
10.
All right, so grab some water or do another round. Ideally 2 rounds, and then some band pull aparts if you got bands.
Woo.
All right, so grab your band. We're gonna do our hammer curls. Take another 10, 15 seconds. But we'll get set up here. Again, no shrugging. Keep those elbows pinned to the side. We're isolating that bicep. When you're ready. 1, 2, 3, let's go for 10.
1.
Thumbs up the whole time.
2.
Feel that squeeze in the bicep at the top.
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
All right, everybody's favorite. Hollow body hold. 1 minute. I don't know what's the toughest. About 5 seconds, we're gonna get into it. It's either the jumps or these for me. 3, 2, and 1. Remember, come out of it when you need to. Create a lot of tension from knuckles, through the arms, through the shoulders. Low back into the floor, mid back into the floor. Squeeze the glutes, lock out those knees, point those toes. And breathe.
Oh, I can't grab my toe.
Deer's got cramps. We're halfway through. Her little toes. Too much tension in her toes. That's what I'm hearing. Feet up higher.
My back comes off.
Push that back down. Drive it to the floor. We got 15 seconds left. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto our bellies. Contralateral Superman, which just means opposite arm, opposite foot for 10. So face down, shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the glutes. I'm doing right leg, left arm for 10.
1. 2.
Feel a nice squeeze in the back,
3.
in the shoulder, in the glute.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
2 more. 9. You pick your head up, Adair.
10.
Adair sounds like she's in a coffin right now. Opposite side. Let me out.
2. 3. 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Doing our jumps. Squat, walk back. Make sure I don't land on my watch. All right, internet. When you're ready, remember it's hips back when we're jumping. Stand tall every time. Hips back, palms or hands whip past the hips. Everything drives together as we jump off those toes. Land soft. Squat, walk back. 1. And try to stay low. My last round was sloppy. I was getting tired. I wasn't staying as low as I should.
3.
Ooh, little slide.
4. 6. 7.
2 more, 2 more.
9.
I'm sliding, so I'm like diving forward every time I land.
10.
All right, so break. I know we're coming up on the hour. I think we should do our last round, and then we can call it if people want to stay a little bit longer. I'll gladly do the finisher, which is just band pull aparts. Today's workout, a little bit of total body. We didn't hit every muscle group, but wanted to kind of get the heart rate up, and also hit the back, shoulders, a little bit of mid-back, lat engagement, but also glutes and low back from all the sitting. When you're ready, we grab our bands. Although J Noogs, E Noogs probably chasing after little kids all day, this will keep you spry. All right, so last 10. Squeeze the glutes, big chest, shoulders away from the ears, engage that core. 10 hammer curls.
2.
Flex at the top.
3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
All right, whole body hold. 1 minute. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. Your best one yet. Really push that mid back into the floor. We're gonna start in 3, 2, and 1. I need to get a big counter or figure out how to put one on the screen. My skills are not that advanced yet. All this stuff is going on YouTube. Eventually, maybe my skills will get better on there. I gotta figure out a way if we can do it YouTube live as opposed to Instagram live. Dare don't mess up the wicker. Halfway. Less than 20. Last 10. Squeeze those glutes. Shoulders away from the ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Where's that toughest for you? Right here? It's hitting me. I don't know. Spot reduction isn't a thing. I don't expect to have abs anytime soon. But that's where they'll start, is my guess. All right, right arm up, left leg up for 10. Feel that squeeze?
2.
Point the toes.
3,
Thumbs up, pinkies down.
4,
Shoulders away from the ears.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Opposite side.
1, 2,
See if you can get that whole,
3,
almost all the leg off the ground.
4,
I'm still touching at my hips.
5,
I'm trying to pull my
6,
extremities off the ground,
7,
not push into the floor
8,
with the 2 that are left on the ground. 2 more.
9,
Last one.
10.
Squat jumps. Walk back. Less
Ready?
hard work.
Go. 1,
And when you're jumping, try to see if your knees cave in. Try not to let them drive them out the whole time.
2,
Stand up.
3,
If the walk back's easy,
4,
go lower. There it is.
5,
Whoop. Jumping on ice here.
6,
Help with my balance.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Last ones. All right, so that's the end of the 2 supersets. We have band pull aparts to finish out the workout. 2 sets of 15. Treat each one like each rep like it's your last. I want it controlled, elbows locked out. First rep, or round rather, set. Underhand grip, palms up. Big chest, shoulders away from the back. Elbows, or I'm sorry, shoulders are gonna be screaming. There, use this one. I'll use the orange. Black one's gonna be killer. If you have a loop band like this, you don't always have to double up. You can do one part of it.
1,
Follow Dare's lead.
2,
Don't let the band snap you back.
3,
If it's too easy,
4,
grab a little tighter.
5, 6, 7,
Stand nice and tall.
8,
Don't let the shoulders round forward.
9, 10,
10, we got 5 more.
11, 12, 13,
2 more.
14,
Last one.
15.
Take a break, and then we're going to overhand for 15. So knuckles up, same distance apart. Take maybe 20, 30 seconds here. Again, you should feel a burn kind of more in the shoulders than say between the shoulder blades, but also between the shoulder blades is where we're focusing that work. All right, so grab same amount of tension or heavier if you can. If you got to go lighter, no worries, go lighter. Last 15, last part of the workout. 1,
2, 3, 4,
Your hand should be at shoulder height or
5,
slightly below. Wrist perfectly straight.
6,
Ooh.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, finish strongly there. You got it. 3 more.
13. 14. 15.
There it is. That's a wrap. Great work, everybody. Any cool down you like? You need to stretch hip flexors out from the squat jumps. Some shoulder work, shoulder dislocations we did yesterday, also helpful. Again, hopefully I gave you enough to use how to bands, weights to get through the exercises. I'm gonna send out, again, my YouTube channel is in the link of my Instagram bio. So if you could hit that, subscribe on that. I may transfer things over to there. All our workouts will be available for more than 24 hours there. It's gonna be the current IG vertical frame. Eventually I'm gonna get it horizontal, hopefully bigger height because I'm tall. She's little and there's a lot of ground to cover. But anyway, have a fantastic day. Keep up the good work. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Be safe, stay healthy,
Bye.
drink water.